Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Noah Frankie. We are here at the Cook Center for Pioneer Volleyball. It is the MNU Pioneers versus the Missouri Valley Vikings. Pioneers come into this game at an 11-4 record, 6-1 in the conference. Missouri Valley 9-8 on a total record, 3-4 in the conference. So they've had a rough start so far on this conference run, with plenty of time to figure it out. We will have national anthem, introductions, all sorts of things, starting lineups, and then we will be back to start the commentary and end the game.
Good evening, volleyball fans. Welcome to Mid-American Nazarene University, the Cook Center, Del Hamley Arena, and Rocky Lamar Court. The MNU Pioneers welcome our guests from Marshall, Missouri, the Vikings of Missouri Valley College, for a Heart of America Conference volleyball match. We begin tonight's match with prayer led by MNU Assistant Director of Athletics, Brandon Clausen. Please stand for prayer and remain standing for our national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your hats or render a salute if you are a veteran of military service as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Let's pray.
Heavenly Father, thank you so much for this opportunity to come and compete tonight. We thank you for each of these young ladies and their skills and abilities you give them. Lord, we thank you for the fall season. Lord, I thank you for this university and this campus community, the lives that are changed through this, Lord. Lord, be this tonight, help us to play with a great attitude, great sportsmanship. Help us to leave it all in the Lord. I pray that you give Missouri Valley a safe travel home. And we thank you for all these things. We ask all these things in your name. Amen.
Let's meet tonight's starters. First, for the Missouri Valley Vikings, a junior middle hitter from Chicago, Illinois, number 6, Stacy Neymer. A senior outside hitter from Sao Paulo, Brazil, number 8, Juliana Oliveira. A senior libero from Caspe, Portugal, number 10, Ana Franco. A freshman outside hitter from Odessa, Missouri, number 11, Riley Adams. A sophomore outside hitter from Columbia, Missouri, number 12, Olivia Randolph. A sophomore setter from Frisco, Texas, number 16, Kellen Fitzgerald. And a senior middle hitter from Krempestia, Poland, number 22, Kinga Romanowicz. The coach for the Vikings is Nicole Murphy in her second season. She's assisted by Emily Broadway and Daniel Eisenhagen. Now let's meet the starters for the Pioneers. A 5'6" sophomore libero from Lee Summit, Missouri, number 1, Emily Mathis. A 5'7" sophomore outside hitter from Moscow, Lesnitsko, Poland. Number 5, Dominika Bartos. A 6-foot senior outside hitter from Raymore, Missouri. Number 6, Avery Lowe. A 5'8" sophomore outside hitter from Vicenza, Italy. Number 7, Isabella Monari. A 5'11" junior middle blocker from Marion, Kansas. Number 11, Mia Olsen. A 6-foot junior middle blocker from Bukov, Slovakia. Number 13, Pavlina Velkova. And a 5'8" senior center from Kansas. Number 16, Alex Thomas. Pioneers are coached by Molly Carreggiora in their 7th season. She's assisted by Jennifer Scott and Katrina Davis. It's time for volleyball.
It's time for volleyball, 7 o'clock on the dot Central Time. Like I said, record for the Pioneers 11-4, 6-1 in conference. And for the Vikings, 9-8. Overall, 3-4 in conference. This one will be a good one. Pioneers front line, absolutely dangerous. They're going to have to continue to be that way all the way across for them to be successful tonight. Vikings, man, they have a lot they can do too as well. Let's look at the difference here. 697 kills so far for the Vikings this season. For your Pioneers, 701. Only 545 allowed. That's the biggest difference, right? 545 allowed. They don't really give them too much because their front line on that blocks is crazy. Now, on the other hand, for the Vikings, 712 allowed kills. So their front line's a little weaker. Pioneers have to take advantage, which means the Vikings are going to have to either not really, it's going to be don't make mistakes and give the Pioneers points because they're going to beat you when they get a chance. So it's going to be the serve aces. It's going to be getting the ball over well. And then can you somehow protect the front line against a stacked Pioneers, Avery Lowe, Pelkova, Mia Olsen, Reichert, Unari, all the above. They can all attack you. Starting the game, number 16, Kellen Fitzgerald is going to start. She's the setter from Frisco, Texas. Here goes the swing. Pioneers miss over. Vikings handle that. Free ball for the Pioneers. Cummins over to Minari, big swing. Now it falls in for the first point. 1-0 is your score as the Pioneers started out. 1-0. Subs come in right away. Nayela Rodriguez, who earlier this year set the record for most aces in a single game against, I believe that was McPherson. And if you missed that one, that was quite the game and for her. She gets it over. That one, commentators jinx, served it out of bounds. 1-1 is your score. She'll get it going. She's one of the most dangerous servers on this team. I can't see a number here, folks. Sorry. Number 8. Oliveira serving. Switch. Point there, Vikings. Tip. 2-1 is your score. Oliveira, one of the top players for this Vikings, as she is a senior from Brazil. Been here a couple of years, and she's made a big difference for the Vikings in her time. Servers away. Pioneers recovered. Mathis tips off of Avery Lowe, and that one goes out. That's an ace for the Vikings. Oliveira doesn't have too many aces on the season. 10. Nope, that's set. She has 19 aces. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's second most on the team behind Fitzgerald, who's obviously the first to serve for the Vikings, which makes sense. Cummins over to Reichert. She gets tipped. That's going to go Pioneers' way. Oh. Pioneers in the net. That's unfortunate. Our angle up here is a little tough, so it's hard to see sometimes, but she did touch the net, which means Vikings continue their run. 4-1 is your score. They get it over Pioneers just bump it right over. That'd be free ball for the Pioneers. Pelkova, Cummins, all the way to Riker. She gets big swing. That one gets blocked. Fitzgerald over to Franco. She gets it over. That one doesn't touch the ground. Oh, it does. They call it dead. Vikings already started to celebrate, but the Pioneers had not even. They were keep playing. Just barely touched the ground. Good effort there by Emily Mathis, but 5-1 is your score as the Vikings get out to an early lead here. Emily Mathis serves it over. 5-2 is your score. Missed that last one. That one goes far outside. Too far for number 22, Kinga Romamowicz from Poland. Emily Mathis continues to serve. So far this year, she has been absolutely dangerous on this digs. 304. By far the leader for the team. Doubles the next closest. Mathis gets it across. Vikings work it. Mathis digs it out. Cummins. Good effort by the Pioneers. Munari doesn't give him a free ball, so he's going to hit a hard one, and that one goes straight into the net for number 22, Kinga Romanowicz. Emily Mathis serves that one, and that's going to be a serve error. It's going to be point Vikings. 6-4 is your score. Franco is going to go back. She's a libero senior from Portugal. Avery Lowe gets it over. Vikings with time. Far hit over there by Randolph. Riker going over for a big swing. She tips it. That one falls out of bounds. Ooh, Pioneers don't agree with the call. But we don't see Molly Caracas get up and say anything, so. And she's usually kind of a fiery one. You'll see her a lot of times, a couple times at the in the ref's ear, that's for sure. Franco gets it over. Cummins over to Molson. That one falls. Pioneers score 7-5. Now it's time to go on a run for the Pioneers. Two subs, Maddie Schmidt and Callie Weinberger come in. Callie's going to go straight back to the back line to serve. She is a freshman setter from Prineville, Oregon. She's got how many serve aces so far this year? 28. That is number one on the team. Second is Rodriguez with that big game. And she instantly makes an impact, gives the Pioneers an instant point. She serves it over. Oliveira. Over Fitzgerald. Big swing over there by Adams. That one's no good. Randolph Olsen with the big one. That one's down the middle. That one's going to go Pioneers' way. It's going to fall in the right corner. Olsen gets the kill. That's her second of the game. She's going to have a big impact in this game if she can get going. She's one of those players where you just can't let her see the ball go down early. Fitzgerald over to Randolph. That one's no good. Vikings can't get it over on the initial hit. Pioneers get the point. 8-7. Pioneers take their first lead of the game. Weinberg gets it over. Oliveira to Fitzgerald. Big swing there by Adams. That's no good. Pioneers dig it out. Riker with a big swing herself. That one, Riker gets it to go. Oliveira cannot handle that one. Too much heat on that. Pioneers go up 9-7. And that's what we talked about early in this. It's the Pioneers have such a good front line between Riker, Olsen, Lowe, Pelkova. So many more, too, that can just come in and make an instant impact on that front line. And just as I say that, Weinberger serves it out of bounds, but she's got one of those serves. I mean, there's a reason she has 28 aces and 22 errors, because 23 now. Because she just got a heater on the ball, and she may not have a lot of placement, but it's super effective when it lands in. Number 2, Avery Crane subs into the game. She's a senior. She's going to be serving for the Vikings. Riker with a big swing on the right side. That one's dug out by Franco. Oliveira saves it. Back to Franco. She gets it over. Free ball for the Pioneers. Olsen swings again. Franco, great dig. And another free ball for the Pioneers. Schmid over to Weinberger. Down. Mia Olsen barely gets a hold of that one, but that one's going to fall. 10-8 is your score. 3 early kills for Mia Olsen. And now we see for the first time tonight, Dominika Bartas. She's a sophomore, one of these many sophomores the Pioneers brought in last year. Possibly an injury here. We're going to take a timeout. Oliveira going over to their sideline. Looking for some kind of tape possibly. Replay here. Watch this. You see good dig out by Schmid. Callie Weinberger finally gets it. And Mia Olsen barely taps the top of her fingers, but maybe that's for the best because there's 2 blockers there, and they were ready for a big swing, or at least one blocker was. But there's just a big hole right there for the Pioneers. Seems like pretty consistently. The Vikings are kind of spread out, but who really knows? Pioneers have been off to a good start. They have only 4 losses this year, but if you look at those losses, they're all really good teams. The only team not ranked that they lost to was Mount Mercy, and that was off a 2 games in 2 days, which is always tough on the second. Bartas gets it over. Franco digs it out. Big swing by number 10, and that is not number 10, that's number 11, Adams. Ooh, that one falls in. Maddie Schmid gets it to go. Sorry, yeah, Maddie Schmid. We got a great replay here. I see a producer cooking it up on the side. Bartas gets it back over. Miscommunication there by the Vikings. Going to force them to throw a free ball over. That doesn't even get around the net. Another point for the Pioneers. Can't make mistakes playing this good of a team. If you're the Vikings, you just can't make mental mistakes like this, what they have so early. Bartas into the net. That's going to be a serve air. See if the Vikings can take advantage. Number 11, Riley Adams, outside hitter freshman from Odessa, Missouri. She's going to serve for the Pioneers for the Vikings for the first time tonight. Adams with 12 aces on the year. Not this time. Weinberger barely gets that set over. Mia Olsen tries to tip it over, and the Vikings kind of handle it pretty well. Dug out by Bartas. Weinberger, Minari, big swing. That one is dug out. Number 1, Emily Elias. It's going back and forth. Great rally. 2 Vikings going to the net. Dug out by Emily Mathis. Big swing by Munari. That one follows for the Pioneers. That's going to be another point back to the Pioneers. 13-9. So just after the serve air, they get it back. A lot of great hustles there. Janae Rossetti coming in for the first time. She's a senior from Illinois, Hingham Grove, Illinois. That one goes the Pioneers' way. That one goes out. Timeout, Vikings. They're going to take a timeout, try to rehuddle. Got off to a hot start, but now it's 14-9. Pioneers really taking great advantage of what they got so far. That front line is dangerous. Mia Olsen, the first one. And then after Mia Olsen, you know, she's been hot today. Avery Little hasn't got going yet, but, you know, we can. She's had a big game, a couple big games here at home. Then we still have Maddie Schmid, who hasn't really gotten much of a chance yet this year, but can be a super impactful player for the Pioneers when she does get in. Then you still got Pelkova, who had a super good game early in the year. She was lights out. Yeah, there's a lot of players for this Pioneers that can really do a lot of damage. So, $18 seconds left in this timeout. 14-9 is your score. We want to thank a couple of our sponsors. Pickleman's, they're the Pickleman's Player of the Game and Elate the Eye Care for their play of the game. Both those will come out about an hour after game time. And if you want to vote in the comments, go ahead and go to our YouTube video. Go to our YouTube. You can find this game, and you can comment in the chat. You can vote for the Pick and Wins player of the game. We'll let the crowd vote tonight. Serve goes into net. Rossetti's first serve. And it's going to be 14-10 is their score. Number 3, Morgan Smith comes in the game. She's a freshman from Kaufman, Texas. Emily Mathis digs it out. Maddie Smith tips it over. That one's no good. Blocked by the Vikings. And miscommunication on the airs there. Kylie Weinberger and Maddie Smith running into each other. Far right side, Oliveira tries to get it out. Bernard, no success on the dig, and the Vikings score 14-11. Morgan Smith. Not too many times she's coming in. She looks like she might be someone specifically for serving. She doesn't have too many stats so far. That one goes into serve error. She's got 5 serve aces. Now 4 serve errors after that one. Thomas is going to come in to serve. She's been out for a long time. They kind of run a double setter system here with Alex Thomas and Callie Weinberger, senior and freshman. Alex Smith backs to serve. She gets it over. Dug out by the Vikings. Big swing by number 22, Roman Witch, and that one's still alive. Pioneers have to give a free ball, though, to the Vikings. Oliveira swings. That one's blocked. Both teams go up to the net. Pioneers successful with it. Avery Lowe swings. That one's out. Close shot. Well, that's a hard shot. Cross court. Trying to find a hole right in the defense, but not much going. Fitzgerald all the way over. Pioneers got it. Big swing by Lowe again. Gets blocked. Pioneers still got a successful serve over. Vikings already started to huddle, but that Pioneers got it digged out with Mathis' big serve in the end. Big dig. Play still going. Oliveras. Free ball for the Pioneers. No communication. Bartosz tries to save it. That one's no good, and the free ball turns into a point. Don't see that very often. 15-13 is your score. Fitzgerald gets it over. Bartosz. Cummins over to Low. That one swings. Big swing. Adams can't really handle it, but she does. Falls to the knees to do so. Cummins, tiny set. Avery Lowe tries to tap it over. That one gives Vikings trouble. It's going to say it's hit the ground. And just like it looked like it didn't work, it did. Avery Lowe gets her first kill of the night. Rodriguez back to serve. She has second most aces on the team, like I said, after that game. 22 aces, 10 errors. And she does that very well. I mean, that's what she comes in the game to do, is serve, and she comes right back out afterwards. Oliveira digs it out to Romanwitz. Free ball for the Pioneers. Big swing by Riker. That one gets double blocked. And no good by Randolph. She tries to get it cross court, but it's just too low. Looks like she timed her jump off just a little bit, like just a little low, and she's finally hitting the ball. Rodriguez gets it over. Oliveira off the top of her arms. Free ball. Emily Mathis digs it out. Cummins. Big swing by Lowe. That one falls in. That's going to be a huge one to get her going. 18-13 is your score, man. If you can get this front line, every piece of it going, it's impossible for anybody to beat us. And that's in my opinion, obviously a little biased opinion, but this front line is so dangerous on offensive end, and they've done it time and time again on defensive end. Big swing there by Randolph. No good. Reichard just gets it over, just a little tap. Fitzgerald, Elias just turns it over. Free ball for the Pioneers. Lowe tries to tip it onto the side. Good hustle by Elias, but that one's no good. Pioneers going to score another one, 19-13. Timeout, Vikings. That's their last of the set. but definitely needed after it's 19-13. Only 6 more points before the Pioneers finish out this first set. We're going to go to commercial and then come back from there.
Your next home match is homecoming this week.
Jerry, you need Jerry.
You said in Jerry Law?
Injury law.
In Jerry Law.
Injury?
In Jerry Law.
And we are back. 2 of our sponsors right there. Injury Law, Wallenstein Injury Law, and Pickleman's. Thank you for your sponsorships. Rodriguez gets it over. That one's going to go out of bounds, 19-14. She hasn't quite found her range yet. Thankfully, her teammates have picked it up. Oliveira back to serve, which means both rotations have gone through on this is their second servers on both teams. Oliveira all the way from the right side. She serves. Mathis over to Cummins. Pelkova, big swing. That one goes off the net and blocks. Back to the Pioneers' way. Low tries. That one falls in between the 2 blockers. That's going to be a point, 20-14. She's had 3 in a row here for the Pioneers on their last 3 points. There's a reason seniors are so dangerous when they stay in a program. You get to know they get to being a setter. She was a former setter early in her career. Freshman came as a setter. Transitioned to an outside hitter. She has the power. But it's also probably nice to have that versatility there for the Pioneers if they need it. They don't have to have one of their main setters in. Runari gets that kill there, 21-14. She earned Pickleman's player of the game a couple games ago. Mathis gets it over. Roman Witch tries to tip it over, gets blocked by the Pioneers, falls right in between the net. And we are just 3 points away from a Pioneers first set win. They seem to do that so often. Mathis back to serve. Mathis gets it over. Oliveira dives, gets it. Adams. That one falls for the Pioneer. Another big one for Lowe. Man, she's got going hot in this end of this first set. That's been huge for the Pioneers. 23-14. Two points away from this first set being over. Mathis barely touching that. Oliveira got it. Fitzgerald. Big swing by Randolph. That one gets dug out by the Mathis, and all the bench of the Pioneers run out of the way, thinking maybe one of the Pioneers will try to dig for it, but nobody does. And the Vikings stop the momentum here. Let's see if they can get a couple points swung in a row. Romanovich serves. Reichert digs it out. Cummins back to Reichert. Just a tap over to the right side. No one's coming. Vikings. Big block by Avery Lamia Olsen. That one's going to be for game point. Next one is set point. Callie Weinberger back to serve. She had a couple of huge games in the back line. I think it was the first game, if I remember right. She had so many aces in that first game. And there it is again. That one, I feel like a commentator's jinx and commentator's luck. Kind of go back at him. 25-15. Just like that, the Pioneers pull out set 1. We'll be back in 3 minutes for set 2 between the Pioneers and the Vikings.
Welcome to the Heart of America Athletic Conference, where innovation meets tradition. Here, growth is not just measured in victories, but in the development of character and sportsmanship. Our student athletes compete at a championship level, pushing their limits every day. The Heart is committed to an uncommon student athlete experience that features some of the premier athletic programs in the NAIA. Our commitment to excellence goes beyond athletics, establishing a community of support and mentorship. But what truly sets us apart is the heart with which we play. Join us and experience the passion, the drive, and the spirit of champions. That passion and commitment extends off the playing field and into graduation. The Heart of America Athletic Conference, champions in competition, leaders in life.
baby. Let's go.
We are back here. Your score in the first one was 25-15. Pioneers took a 1-0 lead. Now we flip sides, and the Vikings will start. Correction. Pioneers will start. Alex Thomas. She is a senior from Olathe, Kansas, Olathe North High School. We are sure thankful to have her. She's one of the best setters in the conference. Alex Thomas gets it over. Oliveira. Crane. Big swing by Tavares. That one falls. We didn't see her at all in the first set. She's their team leader in, what is it? She's up here and somewhere. I remember seeing that. We'll have to go back through it, but.
Fitzgerald serving.
Fitzgerald's going to serve now after 1-0 start. Oh, she averages the most kills per set. That's what it is. Pelkova with a huge swing blocked by the Vikings. They're going to give it to Menard this time. She can find something. Tipped by the front line of the Vikings. Free ball for the Pioneers. Pelkova to Cummins. Back to Pelkova. She tips it over. That one's dug out by Oliveira. Big swing by Randolph. Dug out by Bartas. Cummins over to Menard. She swings double block. That one goes out of bounds. Pioneers score. Tie it 1-1. Good volley back and forth between those teams. And now Rodriguez comes in. Hasn't quite found her spot so far like she did in that McPherson game or even the rest of the season. But if she does, it will be huge for the Pioneers. That one goes over. Franco to Fitzgerald, over to Randolph. That one tried to get dug out by Rodriguez. She can't get it. Good kill by Randolph, and that's going to make the score 2-1, Vikings. She's got a hard swing over there on that outside hitter. This makes sense. Ref's going to call the Vikings bench. Hey, make sure you back up. We don't want you in the way. So one thing I've noticed being a basketball player, but then coming back to watch some volleyball. Both these benches get a lot more involved than you would see in most sports, that's for sure. There's Coach Molly runs out of the way. She didn't want any part of Avery Lowe running into her. Doesn't matter either way. 3-1 is your score. Viking is going to be an ace. And Oliveira continues to serve. She swings. Mathis gets it. Cummins sets it. Low swings. That one's no good. Franco all the way over to Randolph. That one falls deep corner. Very good placement. The Pioneers are very scrunched up in the inside looking for something low. And that's a super hard spot to hit, so credit to Randolph. Oliveira continues to serve. 4-1. They just did this in the last set. They came out really hot, and then the Pioneers kind of did the opposite. Mathis, Cummins, over to Reichert. Can't get it to go. Comes off the hand wrong. Franco over to Randolph. Munari digs it out. Cummins over to the other side. Back to Reichert. That one goes out. Pioneers can't find it in set 2 so far. 5-1 is your score. And just like the first set, Vikings take an early lead. Their coach is quite up there. Likes to be right on the line for right between the points. That one goes the Pioneers' way, serves out of bounds. She served far right side, as she always does, all the way to the left side, close to our table. And the Pioneers see if they can take advantage. Mathis is going to come in to serve. Mia Olsen back in for Pelkova. Pioneers and MNU in general have done a great job of just fan engagement in the last couple years. Obviously you saw the starting lineups. We have these lights, the music, the scoreboard. The athletic department's done a great job so far this year in the last couple of years. Brennan Clausen being the head of some of those projects. Ryan Thompson just moved to the AD this year. He's done a fantastic job. We're thankful for him. Todd Garrett was the AD before him and led a lot of those projects. Avery Lowe on the right side. She serves. She tries to kill. No good. Randolph with a big swing. Double block comes from Reichert. And that one falls out of bounds. They do get the block, but got to land in. And that's the danger of going to double block on that far side. Franco serves from the far left. Very opposite of Oliveira. Miscommunication between the Pioneers and Bernard. Kind of gives a tip, but her and Reichert run into each other. They just got to communicate here. Timeout Pioneers. First between the two sets. 8-2 is just scored. They got to communicate and figure out how they're going to stop this bleeding here. But that's the difference between the good teams and the great resoluteness, as Adam Hepker, coach basketball of men's basketball, says. These runs are going to come. You just got to figure out how to weather the storm until they do. But the Pioneers will figure it out. They're a good team. There's a reason they're 14-4. And like we said, those 4 losses come against tough opponents. 3 of them within the top 13 at the time they were ranked. I think top 10, actually. McPherson jumped in to number 9 when we faced them. So you're talking about number 1, number 4, number 9 losses. And then a Mount Mercy team who looks really good this year. So Pioneers are going to be set off well if they can continue their dominance like they have so far this season in the second half. There's been not too many substitutions for the Vikings, not as much as the MNU Pioneers kind of keep that same rotation in and out. We did see Tavares, who's the kill per sets leader for this team, come in. She did not play the whole first set. Now Burton is in. Burton has not made her way in so far, or at least made an impact on the game. Elena Burton's a right hitter from a junior from Iowa. And the Pioneers are back in action. Cummins over to Lowe, tap. 4 hits, and that's going to go for the Pioneers. And the play right after the timeout goes well for the Pioneers. That's what you love to see if you're Coach Molly Kay. Now Kylie Weinberger coming back. Serve, let's see if they can go on a run. 8-3 is your score. Vikings are up. Weinberg gets it over. Adams over to Fitzgerald. Back to Adams. She swings. Reichert digs it out. Weinberger over to Minari. Backs from the back line. She does not get that kill. Fitzgerald over to Adams. Big swing. Randolph can't get it to go. Mathis Maddie Schmid gets blocked by Adams. That's going to fall for the Vikings. Make your score 9-3. The Pioneers can't take advantage twice off that timeout.
Missouri Valley. Crane serving.
Number 2, Avery Crane, senior from Shell Knob, Missouri. She's going to serve. Riker gets it. All the way over to the other side. Maddie Schmidt tries to tip it. That's getting blocked by the Vikings. Callie back to Reichard. Not a super hard swing, but it does go over. Not a free ball either. Taverns tries to tip it over. That one's dug out by Emily Mathis. Mia Olsen with a quick swing. That one's no good. Dug out by the Vikings. Back and forth we go. Mathis with a dig. Reichard gets over to Minari in the back row. That one's too far. Almost tipped by the Vikings, but it is not. 10-3 is your score. First team to reach double digits is the Vikings. A lot of little mistakes for the Pioneers. It's been their Achilles heel so far this year with how much talent they have. They just can't figure out how to not make their own mistakes. Munari, Weinberger, Olsen. That one's out. Line judge has to move it out of the way. That's usually a sign that's not going to fall in. Crane continues to serve 11-3. Crane gets it over. Munari over Schmid. Riker with a big swing. Franco gets it dug out. And Adams barely tips it over the net, just touches it. Maddie Schmid with a good, but it's a free ball. Vikings were thinking that it had touched the side, but it does not. And then that one goes out for the Vikings, so it's kind of hard to tell. Coach not too happy about it. Assistant coaches for them maybe saying, yeah, it didn't go. It definitely went in, didn't go over. Pioneers get the score either way. 11-4 is the score. Bartas back to serve. She gets it over. That one falls in. That's an ace for the Pioneers. And she serves again. Franco over to Crane. Blocks. Adams goes for the kill. Mia Olsen and Munari go up, and they stuff her. Sub for the Vikings. Oliveira comes back in for number 1, Emily Elias. She's a freshman from Fulton, Missouri. We've seen her a couple times. She's made her impact early. Serving for the Vikings, Riley Adams, number 11. She gets it over. Mathis to Weinberg to Olsen. That one's no good. Franco gets it all the way to the left side. Oliveira gets it over. Not a free ball, but pretty much so. Callie over to Minari. She's big swing, but that one goes out. And the Vikings get a point. And as much power as the Pioneers have in that front line, they just can't seem to find the hole or just place it in where the hole is at. Weinberger over to Olsen. Big swing down the middle. That one touches the net, falls in. Pioneers take advantage of a quick kill there from Mia Olsen, and the Vikings were just not ready for it. Janae Rossetti comes in to serve. Her first time she did not go super well, but the second time may be a charm. Franco gets it to Crane. Double block by the Pioneers. Pelkova and Schmid go up to go Oliveira. And that's another block for the Pioneers. That's 5 between the two sets. That one goes out. Pioneers get the score. Vikings try to get a kill, but way out on the back line. Janae Rossetti gets it over. Crane over to Oliveira. Good hustle by Munari. Weinberger back to the right side. Maddie Schmid hits it, and Burns gets a little bit of tip. That one goes out of the side on the Vikings, which means Pioneers are going to score 13-9 is your score. Still down by 4. Rossetti a little bit of a run going back to her first. She's got 3 in a row. Free ball for the Pioneers. This could be huge. Pelkova over to Weinberger. All the way on the left side. Munari with a big swing. Oh, that one goes out. Man, she's struggling a little bit lately. She had a couple of good ones early in the first set, and then That's 2 or 3 in a row where she just can't find the left or right line.
Diaz serving.
Back to serve. Number 4, Clarice Dias. She's a junior from Brazil. Schmidt, a great tip. 2 blockers come up on the right side. Nobody fills them for the Vikings, and that one falls right between the middle.
Thomas serving.
Big swing by Munari. That one goes a little too far for the Vikings, and it falls. Oh, they're going to say timeout for the Vikings. I thought she was arguing a tip on the net, but she was calling a timeout. And just like that, the Pioneers fall back into it. 11-14. See if we got a replay here from that last one. 14-11 is your score. Yeah, the Vikings, it's really been the Pioneers' mistakes that have led to this big run for the Vikings, in my opinion. It's like they're missing left and right, they're missing deep. So it'll be really telling here, can they find in between on that front line? Maybe that just looks like taking some pressure off the ball, not swinging quite as hard. I don't know what it is. Coach Molly's obviously going to figure that out, but if they come back for their mistakes, this game is a whole different score. Both teams use a timeout here. 14-11. Vikings up. Alex Thomas back to serve. She started the game off for the Pioneers, so we've got 1 rotation so far in this game. And she serves. Oliveira to Crane. Taverns tries to set it over. Good play by the Pioneers. They get it over. Not a free ball. Crane over to Oliveira. She swings hard. Double block from Pelkova and low. They get a tip, but it goes out of bounds. That's going to go the Vikings' way. A double sub for the Vikings. You see Randolph come back in for Taverns, and Crane comes out for Roman Owich. Fitzgerald serves it. Bartas gets it. Cummins over to Pelkova. She gets tipped at the line. Vikings get it, though. Oliveira. Double block successful. That one might have been out if Franco didn't save it. Either way, point still going. Mathis all the way to the left side to Munari. She big swing. That's going to be a kill for the Pioneers. She goes across, gets tipped by the Vikings, and falls underneath. 15-12 is your score. Good replay there. Rodriguez back in serve. She has found a little success, not much. Can she get a serve ace? That would be huge for the Pioneers. Almost a miscommunication by the Vikings, but they do get it over. Big swing by Randolph. She's got a powerful arm. Cummins gets it over to Lowe. That one swings. That one's in. Lowe gets it to go. Let's see if she can get 2 in a row. Rodriguez is a sophomore from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Like I said, there was a lot of these sophomores that came in last year that made a big impact. Munari, Reichard, Rodriguez, and Bartas. Big block by the Pioneers. That one goes out of bounds. And it's going to be Randolph with the kill. She's going to extend the lead to 3, 16-13. Oliveira back. They don't have a super deep set serve list on the Viking side. Seems like you get basically the same couple. Cummins over to Lowe. Big tip. Franco, great hustle. Lowe then goes for the big swing. That one goes. High IQ by Lowe. She gets it tipped over. That one is great hustle by Franco to save it, but then she sees it come back over. She's going to release the cannon and gets it to go. 2-point game, 16-14. Tight score in this second set. Mathis almost gets the ace. Dug out by Vikings. Great hustle there by Alex Cummins to save it. And the Vikings, just another miscommunication. Fitzgerald is the setter there, so that's her point. That's supposed to be her ball, but she hesitated there for some reason. Maybe somebody was calling her off, I'm not sure. Either way, it's 1 point game. Emily Mathis serves again. Elias gets that one dug out. Randolph big swing, dug out by the Pioneers. Glow gives him a free ball. Fitzgerald over to Adams. She swings, dug out by Munari. Riker with the big swing. That one falls deep right corner. That's going to be another point to tie up the game, 16-16. And how sweet that 16 is for the Pioneers. How can they go on a run? Emily Mathis gets it over. Fitzgerald over to Adams. That one's out. Emily Mathis almost saves it, but she calls it off very early. And that's a good call. 17-6. Pioneers take their first lead in a long time. Mathis gets it over. Elias saves it. That's going to be a free ball for the Pioneers. Minority over to Cummins, down from low. She swings down, gets it right in the middle of the Vikings defense. That's going to be another point. Pioneers on a run now. Mathis. Great serve. Vikings having trouble. Free ball again. Runari, Cummins. Riker with a big swing. Franco digs it out. Fitzgerald, quick serve over. That one's handled well by the Pioneers. Low can't get it to go. Great dig by Emily Mathis. And it's a free ball for the Vikings, but they're going to have a little tip possibility for me. Olsen, she takes advantage of it. Nobody there for the Vikings, just a little bit too far. Student section let them know. That's going to be a timeout by the Vikings. She's going to use all her timeouts in both sets so far. 19-16 just score, and just like that, the Pioneers flip it. We got 1 minute. We're going to go to a quick commercial break after that replay.
Jerry, you need Jerry.
You said injury law?
Injury law.
Injury law.
Injury.
You need Jerry. Injury law.
Back in the action, 19-6 score. Pioneers up. Looking to take an early 2-0 lead. Vikings have to fight back. If you fall 2-0, that's really hard to come back from, obviously. Franco gets it off of Mathis. Serve. Big swing by Randolph. And that one's tipped by Riker, goes out of bounds. Timeout works so far for the Vikings, 17-19. They're down 2. Franco is going to serve. Back line. She's been a good libero so far for the Vikings tonight. They've switched her out with number 1, Elias, sometimes. Huge swing. That one gets to go. Man, that was a hard hit right there by Olsen. Cummins just barely sets it up to her. Perfect area. And that's what we talk about. That front line is super dangerous with a lot of veterans. That's what happens. Double block goes up. And Schmidt gets it under, but not over. So back and forth we go after the timeout. Still a 2-point game for the Pioneers. Crane serves. Mathis. Weinberger. Back to Olsen. That one comes off the net and down on the Viking side. That's going to be a Pioneers point, 21-18. Sub for the Pioneers. Bartas going back to serve for Reichert. Dominica gets it over. Crane gets it up to Adams. Adams swings. That one's good. Tipped off the Pioneers. It goes out of bounds. 21-19. Oliveira comes back in. And now Adams serves. Back and forth at this timeout. No one can really find some momentum yet. Mathis. Weinberger all the way over to the left side of Munari. She gets to go. Franco can't handle it. That's going to be a kill for Munari. 3 points until they win this second set, go up 2-0. Another set, Janae Rossetti is going to come in. So is Pelkova. She's going to come back to that front line for Mathis. Rossetti serves it. Oliveira swings high. Franco gets it controlled. Oliveira free ball for the Pioneers. Smid, Weinberger, Munari gets blocked. Taverns with a great block. Taverns and Burns there. And it's been the story of the game since the timeout. Not 2 points in a row for either team. Diaz comes in to serve. Fresh from the bench. Comes in for Burns. Emily Mathis takes it out. Maddie Schmidt, big windup on the right side. That one's huge hit. It's going to fall for the Pioneers. Comes off Crane, but can't handle it. 23 to 22 points away. Alex Cummins comes back in. Emily Mathis comes back in. Very veteran group right now in for the Pioneers. It's the lineup you would have seen very early in the season the last year. Plus Katrina Davis, now the coach for the team. Cummins gets it over. That one goes off Adams' arm. That's going to be a serve ace. 24-20 set point. Pioneers starting to form a little shoot section over there. It's about time. Cummins gets it over. That one comes off the net. It's really hard to handle. And Vikings just tip it all the way to the back line. That was not going to fall. 25-20 is their score in the second set. And the Pioneers are going to win. Set 2. They go 2-0. Another 3-minute break for them to switch sides, communicate on this next set. And your score, Pioneers 2, Vikings 0. 2-0 set lead for the Pioneers. Looking for the sweep here. The Vikings have to win 3 in a row to pull this off. We've seen big games. Mia Olsen that first set. All around that second set was a lot of faces. Munari got it going at the end. For the Vikings, man, Randolph has a powerful swing on that outside. Adams more of a finesse swing. Oliveira is the same. She hasn't got many chances. It looks like some of her sets have been kind of wide, left and right, back and forth. But it seems like she definitely can get it going. Fitzgerald is going to start to serve. She's a sophomore from Frisco, Texas. She's their main setter. Looks like communication is not all that yet. Cummins over to Pelkova. She misses. Just a little high and missed times. Both sides. Yep, I was my fault. 1-0, Vikings lead. They've won all 3 first points in all 3 sets so far tonight. Cummins gets it over to Munari. Dug up by Fitzgerald. Over to Adams. And free ball for the Pioneers. Cummins all the way over to the left side. Munari with the left hand. Tries to save it in, but it was just too far out. That one's going to hit the pole, and it's going to be a 2-0 lead. Fitzgerald gets it over. Bartas over to Cummins. Cummins over to Munari. That's a huge swing, way out of bounds. 3-0. Just like the first 2 sets. You see the same thing in the third set. Vikings take a very early lead. Cummins barely touches that. Might have touched the net. Either way, it doesn't matter because number 18, Harper Hearing, first time she's in the game, she makes her impact on the right side and just touches down. That's going to be a kill for her. Fitzgerald looking to keep success alive. Bartos barely gets it out. Cummins over to low. Big swing. That one doesn't fall either on the right side. 5-0. Can the Pioneers figure it out? Swing right, swing misses wide every time so far this set. That one stays in, but Franco digs it out. Oliveira goes up for the kill, just a soft kill, but Avery Lowe blocks it. She got quite high on that one. See if we have any replay there. Avery Lowe gets the Pioneers on the board. 5-1 is your score. Double block there. Rodriguez back to serve. Rodriguez gets it over. Franco. Over to Fitzgerald. Romanwich gets it over. No call on the Pioneers for being in the net. Franco over to Oliveira. Big swing. Rodriguez digs it out. Cummins saves it. Reichert swings. Dug out by the Fitzgerald. Franco. Oliveira back to the Pioneers. Avery Lowe to Cummins. Back to Reichert. Nothing super powerful yet. Just a lot of taps back and forth, and that one gets blocked by the Pioneers by both Avery Lowe and Pelkova. That one's going to fall. 5-2 is your score. Nobody was really going for the big swing. Just kind of tips back and forth, tips back and forth. Didn't work out for either team. Franco gets it over to Fitzgerald. Oliveira with the big swing. That one gets double blocked out of bounds by the Pioneers. Makes it 6-2. The Pioneers haven't been super successful on the double block, at least compared to what we've seen early in the year from this team. They haven't been as successful. Big swing there by Lowe. That one gets blocked. Riker gets it over. Franco all the way to the left side. Randolph with that big powerful arm gets it in and gets it to go. 7-2 Vikings in this third set. Randolph can get it off just about anywhere. Fading to her left side right there, and she gets to go. Oliveira is going to serve all the way from that right side, as we've been accustomed to so far in these first 3 sets. Cummins over Pelkova. She swings big. Double block is successful for the Vikings. Back to the Pioneer side. Riker swings big. Double block again. Successful. They flip it to the other side. Avery Lowe gets to go. That one falls for the Pioneers. First time, no luck. Second time, no luck. Third time's a charm. Emily Mathis to serve. She gets it over. Big swing by Romanowicz in the middle. Gets blocked by Mia Olsen. Pioneers handle it. They get it to fall right between Randolph's hands. Comes all the way down. We'll have to see the coaching from Oliveira on the side for Randolph, who's just a little older than Randolph, gets a little more experience. That one goes down for the Pioneers. They can't serve it back over. That's going to be an ace for Emily Mathis. Mathis serves it. Over to Oliveira. To Fitzgerald. Randolph with a big swing, double block goes. That one's double block is successful. Avery Lowe and Mia Olsen. And see them climbing back into this game now, 7-6, down 1. Mathis serves it. That one goes into the net. 8-6 now. Franco serve back for the Vikings on the left side, very opposite of Oliveira. And she does. Reichert gets it. Over to Cummins, back to Reichert, big swing. That one's dug up by Oliveira, over to Fitzgerald. Big tip by number 13, Uzoma. Oh, big swing by Avery Lowe, knocks over Oliveira. That was going to be a huge kill for the Pioneers. Wow. Don't see that very often. Just knocks someone over. But Avery Lowe's got that power. Super athletic. And her vertical and her swing, great mechanics. Callie Weinberger to serve. Oliveira gets it to go. Fitzgerald struggles to get it over. Vikings get it past the Pioneers. Big swing by Reichert. Can't be dug up by Oliveira. She's been struggling to dig out anything tonight so far. That's going to tie the game 8-8. And now we're starting to see these big swings go the Pioneers' way. Wasting no time. As soon as the ref lets them serve, they do. Tip over by the Vikings, successfully handled by Emily Mathis. Maddie Schmidt goes for the swing that goes straight into the net. That's going to be no good. 9-8 Vikings points. Substitution number 17, Maria Bertolodo comes in. She goes immediately to the front line. She is a senior from Brazil. A lot of Brazilians on this team. Serve air for the Vikings. Point MNU. Still the 9-9. Plenty of game left to go. Oliveira gets it. Big swing by Bertolotto. That goes all the way over to the coaches and out. And the Pioneers take a lead for the first time tonight, 10-9. Bartos. She's one of those sneaky players. She can really do it all, but she comes in the serve for most of the time. But we've seen her set, we've seen her kill, we've seen her serves, and they're all effective. Mathis over to Minari. She swings. Franco barely gets a tip for Bertolotto. Over to Oliveira. She gets a free ball to the Pioneers. Weinberger all the way to the left side. Minari swings hard. That one gets dug out by Franco. Kind of a weird order of sequence there, but now we're back into normal volleyball. That one doesn't fall. Bartos. It looks like she was there in position and then just misses it. Can't get it to go. Vikings tie it up again, 10-10. Yeah, looking at that replay, Bartos was right there. She just hesitated and just fell straight to the ground. And so even a little dive and she has that ball. 10-10. Adams serves it. Over to Minari. Olsen gets it over. That one's not successful. Bertolotto, double block. That one goes out of bounds for the Pioneers. Bertolotto is going to get the kill. Bertolotto, as Dennis Troyer says. Dennis Troyer, national treasure here at MNU Pioneers. Been here, I think, 34 years. I sit with him at lunch every day, so I should probably know that answer, but I really don't. I'm sorry, DT. You're watching later. Pioneers have it. Emily Mathis over to Minari. Minari swings. That one goes off Dias' hands. And it's going to be a Minari kill. 11-11 is your score. Rossetti comes to the game as well as Palkova. Rossetti to serve. She serves, gets it over. Franco tips it over to Dias. Dias tries to get it to Oliveira. She does get it over, but this gets tipped by the Pioneers. Double block again, successful. They're going to say 4 hits after it goes into the nets. Doesn't get touched by the Pioneers. Point Pioneers, 12-11. Rossetti serves it. Franco to Dias. Big swing by Bertha Olodo. Pioneers handle it. Maddie Schmidt barely gets a hand on that, but she does a little bit. The Vikings handle it well. Free ball for the Pioneers. Munari on the left side. She tries to cross. No good. Just get it over. Munari swings, though. That one falls in. And just when it looks like the Pioneers weren't organized enough to even get it over, like they're possibly going to lose a point there, Munari with a big swing saves it for the Pioneers. Goes up 13-11. Janae Rossetti serves again. Oliveira, big swing. That one is out. She's hit the basically everything. She hit the pole. She hit almost the ref. Definitely the pole. That's going to be out. Another point for the Pioneers. Going to make sure that pole is straight before they start this game again. Rossetti gets the signal. And here she serves. Rossetti gets it over. Good 2 feet outside. Probably a yard, which is 3 feet for those over in America. That's good. Our board is starting to glitch down there. Hopefully that's not going out. 14-12 your score. A little miscommunication on the subs. Oh, and our whole scoreboard system goes down. (15-12) is your score. Sorry, I had to alert the athletic director and the people who can fix the board. Make it not go in and out. Alex Thomas is now going to serve. 15-12. It looks like the whole thing went out because our scoreboard is incorrect. Big swing by Munari, gets dug out by the Vikings all the way back to the Pioneer side. Avery Lowe with another big swing. Dias gets it. Franco all the way over to Odo. She just serves it right to the net. It's too far to the right side. She can never get a hold of it. Pioneers score. Your score is 16-12. We're going to fix that on the scoreboard here in a second. Oliveira all the way to Bertha Lodo on his right side. That one gets dug out by the Pioneers. Emily Mathis gets to Low. Low with a big swing way out. Point Vikings. And we got our scoreboard back, but it looks like they think it's the first set. But that's okay. We all know it's 2-0 Pioneers. 16-13. That is correct, though. We'll fix that at commercial break whenever we get a chance. Fitzgerald serves. Cummins over to Pelkova. That one's no good. Vikings get blocked down into the Pioneers side. Pelkova tries to go off that signature one-leg kill, and she can't get to go. Fitzgerald still to serve. 16-14 is your score. 2-point game. Vikings keeping it tight even though it doesn't feel like it. Menard tips it over. Block successful. Mathis back to Menard. Big swing. Double block is successful again. Fitzgerald over to Romanwich, and Emily Mathis handles it. Cummins. Pelkova tries to get a hold of it. Cummins a little too high for Pelkova. That's going to make it a 1-point game. 15-16. Pioneers up. Fitzgerald serves. Cummins all the way over to Minari. Serves down. Franco cannot handle that one. Minari with the absolute bullet shot down to Franco, and she's going to get it to go. Man, we've seen some big swings from Minari tonight. Absolutely massive shots. I know, personally, I would not want to be in front of them, so that's how I know they're massive shots. And we've had people knocked over on the Viking side. Franco handles it a little awkwardly from Rodriguez, but does get it over. Free ball for the Pioneers. Cummins gets it all the way over to the left side for Reichard, and Franco runs into Adams, trying to get the dig. It's unsuccessful. Missouri Valley calls a timeout. That's going to be 18-15 is your score. We got 1 minute left. We're going to go to commercial break so we can fix our scoreboard here. Back out of the timeout, we got our scoreboard fixed. It is 18-15 is your score. Rodriguez back to serve. She gets it over just softly to Franco. Big swing by Oliveira on the right side. Dug out by Mathis. Cummins gets it over to Reichard. That one double block is successful. Franco again to Oliveira. That one's too far. That is not Oliveira. That is my apologies. That's Herring. Both of those times. But it goes out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say, never mind, that was a kill. I thought it was out of bounds. It was not. Rodriguez comes out. Minari back in. This time in the back line. She does play front and back. Not too many of them that do that. Looks like Reichard is as well. Oliveira gets it over. Cummins sets it over to Lowe. She gets a big swing. Easy to handle for Oliveira. On that right side, Herring gets it over. That one's no good. Pioneers back and respond. Double block falls back into the middle of the Vikings defense, and Reichard's going to get that kill. 19-16 is your score in this third set. Pioneers looking for a sweep, get out of here early. So we got exams tomorrow. Even though it is a Wednesday, we have wired Wednesdays here at the school. Mathis over to Reichard. Tip is not successful. Herring gets it over. Free ball. Cummins over to Mathis. Low with a big swing. Double block. No good. Falls right between them. 20-16. Substitutions for the Vikings. Number 22 comes out. Number 21 comes in. Romanwich out. Tavares comes in. Emily Mathis serving. She gets it over. Oliveira's with a great hustle, but the Pioneers have a free ball because of it. Reichard, a huge swing. Neither one successful. Both Avery Lowe and Reichard try to go for the swing. No good. You can see the windup. You can see the determination in her face. Neither one falls. Franco to serve. 20-17 is your score. She gets it over. Munari. Cummins. Olsen with a big swing. That one goes the Pioneers' way. Falls straight down off the block. 21-17. Couple subs for the Pioneers. Avery Lowe comes out for Kylie Weinbarger. And Maddie Schmidt comes in for Alex Thomas. Weinberger serves. That one goes too far. Can't quite make her footprint on that play. 21-18.
Diaz serving.
Diaz to serve for the Vikings. 21-18, just 4 points away from the Vikings, where the Pioneers winning this at 7 points for the Vikings. Big swing by Riker, not successful with the block. Ball gets tipped up in the air, hits the ref on the shoulder. He takes it well. No injury timeout, unfortunately, for the ref. Might need ice after the game after that one, though. Vikings to serve again. Diaz gets it over. Emily Mathis takes it out. Callie Weinberger. Mia Olsen, that one gets blocked. Pioneers have it again. Maddie Schmidt, she goes up. Far corner, dug out by Franco. Randolph swings. We haven't seen her this set much, but that one's not successful. Riker got to go cross. Randolph's there. Mia Olsen swings right in the middle. Don't need 3 hits. You can go off one if you want, and she gets it to kill. She sees an opportunity off that Randolph save and is able to just swing straight down. She's had a couple points like that tonight. Ortas gets it over. Oliveira takes it out. Diaz over to Randolph. Big swing. That one is blocked by Munari and Olsen. And the Vikings, Thurlow, get it over. That's going to be a kill. Falls right in between. Just kind of looped right over both our blockers and didn't have that connection. Didn't have that defensive communication to fill that spot when both blockers went up. Adams gets it over to Minari. Weinberger over to Olsen. Adams saves it, digs it out. Bertholdo. Another tip that goes successful. Pioneers thought they saved it. They did not. That's going to make it a 1-point game. So 2 times in a row. She tips it over. Just not too much contact, but gets it to go. Just a 1-point game here. Adams gets it. Weinberger sits it over. That's blocked by the Pioneers. Sorry, blocked by the Vikings, but then they can't handle it afterwards, so that's going to be Pioneers' point, 23-21. Tight game coming down to this 3rd set. Can the Pioneers pull off the sweep? Or did the Vikings at least force a gentleman's sweep? Janae Rossetti, the serve from the back line. Gets over. Franco to Dias. Bertoldo. Big swing that time. That one falls. Substitutions for both teams. Mia Olsen comes in for Janae Rossetti. And Taverns comes out as well as Uzoma. Oh, Taverns comes in. Elias came in for Uzoma. (23-22). Pioneers Junior section starting to get a little clap going. See if we can get some momentum. Weinberger to the right side. Maddie Schmid swings. Doesn't really get a hold of it. Vikings able to handle it easily. Oliveira goes up. Again, gets blocked by the Pioneers. That's set point 24-22. Pioneers sweep on the line right here. Back to serve. Alex Thomas to end the game. Can Thomas finish this game off with ace like we saw Brandes do, Kylie Brandes, a while ago? Alex Thomas gets it over. Adams to Oliveira to Bertoldo. Mathis saves it. Right side, Avery Lowe swings big. That one's blocked by the Vikings. Mathis over to Minari. Easily handled by Dias. Oliveira gets it over. Artas with the dig. Minari with a big swing. Double block comes down. Lands on the Pioneers side. And Emily Mathis goes to try to save it. Cannot. 24-23. 2 subs to the Vikings. Fitzgerald comes back in. And Herring comes back in. Fitzgerald to serve. Can she keep the Vikings' hopes alive tonight? Or will the Pioneers go away with the victory? Just kind of loops it over. Emily Mathis handles it. Munari, big swing on the right side. Blocked by the Vikings. They still get it over. Free ball. Cummins. Odepalkova. Low swings. Blocked. Vikings again. Munari. She swings. Gets it over the blockers, but saved by the Vikings. They're going to get a free ball again. Emily Mathis. Alex Cummins. Avery Lowe, big swing. That one goes out. And Avery Lowe ends it for the Pioneers. They're going to sweep Missouri Valley tonight on September 30th. And they're going to go to 12-4 on the season, 7-1 in conference. Vikings going to fall to 9-9, 500 record, 3-5 in the conference. And that's your game, folks. Thank you for joining us here on the Pioneer Sports Network. Wherever you're watching from, I was your host, Noah Frankie, graduate assistant. Thank you for joining us. Have a great night.